Hello, Professor. Now that I'm going to continue to implement a real world scenario in the RAC environment that I developed. So this is where I left during the last presentation. I have resumed node 3. Now that I'm going to add node 3 to the cluster. So this command crsctl status ras-t is going to show me the status of the resources in a cluster. I'll just point out the important ones. Okay. Here's the scan listeners. Scan 1, 2, and 3. As I mentioned earlier during the presentation, since I have just 2 nodes, and there will be a total of 3 listeners, whether or not I have 1 node, 2 node, 3 node, or even if I exceed the maximum number, even if I exceed like more than three nodes, there are only going to be 3 scan listeners, each running on a single node. As of now, scan 1 is running on host 2, scan 2 and 3 are running on host 1. Yes. We can also uh, check the list of processes using ps-ef. Using ps-ef grep d.pin, it's gonna list all the processes of RAC of the cluster. Let me expand this. OHAST, ORA agent, MDNST, JPCD. It is listing all the processes in here. This command OCCST, OCTSST, everything that is running. So now that I want to add node 3 to the cluster, so what I have to do is to switch to grid user, because only grid user can do that. Nope. As of now, I'm in host 02. I wanted to do it from host 01, because this is the primary node. Okay. So CLUVVFY, Cluffy, or cluster verification utility. I'm just gonna run this utility to do some pre-checks on host 03. So it is I'm running this utility Cluffy on to do the pre-checks. That is why I mentioned PRE here on host 03. Verbose means like it'll show a detailed information. Okay, it's like if this is being correct. I'm able to ping this. Okay. See. Mm, it seems like the environment is not set. I think the command should work now. Yes. All it is doing is the prerequisite checks. Okay. Unsuccessful. It says pre-check for cluster services setup was unsuccessful on all nodes. Mhm. Let's check where it had gone wrong. It is passed here. Passed. Okay. I have already set kernel parameters values for host 03 when I did for host 01 and 02. So everything was set. I don't know why it is failing. And I don't know why did it go wrong, but what I can do is to prepare a fix-up script. I couldn't find where it had gone wrong. So what I'm doing is to What I'm doing is very simple. I'm appending this particular thing like fixup hyphen fixup to the previous command. So it's gonna run this again and it's gonna give me a script that will help me to fix the issue, I believe. Okay, what's the problem now? Invalid syntax. Okay. Hyphen fixup. Okay. I gave double hyphen, that's why it's showing wrong, I believe. Yes. So here it is giving me a fixup script. And I have to run this as a root user. Okay, I have to run this on host 03 as a root user. It is clearly mentioned in here. So I have logged in as root user and I'm in host 03 now. Okay. So now that I ran the fixup script, let's see if it passes now. Yes, finally successful. So now that I wanted to add a node to the cluster. So I'm navigating to a bin directory. Okay. It space OUI. So Oracle has already provided a script here. Add node.sh, which I can make use of the script to add a node to an existing cluster. And the script is located at U0 and app 1120 grid OUI pin. So how do I add it now? Dot slash stands for I'm going to run the command in this particular directory. Add. Okay. So I'm going to add a new node called host 03 to the cluster. That is why I'm mentioning this in the syntax. Cluster new nodes. Mhm. It was a small syntax error. What it is doing is copying the binaries to the new node that is going to be added, which is host 03. I think it's going to take a while. Okay. Here it, okay, wait. Here it says node addition was successful, but it gave us a warning. A new inventory has been created on one or more nodes in the session. However, it has not yet been registered as a central inventory of the system. Okay. To register the new inventory, please run the script at. Okay. Now that I have to run these two scripts on host 03 as a root user, I have connected as root on host 03. The first script has passed. Now I have to go and run. Now that I have to run the second script on host 03 as a root user. I'm okay with the default directory settings. Okay. Now it is starting the services. Yes, update node list was successful. That is so nice. Now I can see three nodes are in a cluster, host 01, 02, and 03. Now we'll check how the scan listeners are distributed. We have to check the resources. Okay. Scan listener 1 is on host 02, scan listener 2 is on host 03, and scan listener 3 is on host 01. So initially there were two scan listeners on host 01. Now that one of the scan listeners is moved to host 03. Yep, the scan listeners are distributed properly. So now that I'm planning to add disks to FRA, I haven't added initially. So it is FRA. I don't want any kind of redundancy for this. So now that it's showing me the disks that are not allocated initially. So the ones that are allocated are not shown in here, like ASM disk 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are not shown in this on the screen because they were already allocated to the data disk group. Okay, disk group is created successfully now. So now it is showing both data and FRA. Their sizes, free space. Yes, that's it. So now that I'm onto the command line of ASM, I just wanted to list the number of disk groups that are available. As of now, I can see both data and FRA. Now that I'll navigate to data, I went to data disk group. Mhm. So here I can see OCR file and ASM parameter file directories. I'll open OCR file directory and this is the OCR registry. the one that I discussed in the presentation. This is the OCR file, and it is placed right in data disk group and under data cluster 0 and under OCR file. Yes. So as of now, I have implemented one real-time scenario of adding a node to the cluster. Next, I'll try to delete the node from the cluster and I'll start installing the databases. Thank you, Professor.